Mr. President, what's your reaction to the images coming from the southern border?
Get it under control.
Get it under control, or you have it under control?
We will get it under control.
Ooh, Joe Biden, a little spicy. I love, one thing that we have to talk about with Joe Biden, it's hilarious to me how powerful the media and media narratives are. I wasn't even planning on going this way, but let's just talk about this for a second. Joe Biden, on top of all the election stuff, is president of the United States because people thought Donald Trump was a little too mean, a little too nasty on Twitter. That's what all the exit polls show, right? We need a nice guy, Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a jerk. And that's not even just his dementia kicking in. Joe Biden has always been a jerk. He's been in politics for about 3,000 years. And for every single one of those years, he's just been a nasty cuss who yells at people when he's challenged. Remember during the campaign, he was poking supporters in the chest, physically poking at people. He called some guy fat. Gosh, he's always been a jerk, and he hates being challenged. So many of these Democrats are so sensitive because they're so used to being coddled by the media that they demand it now. They feel like it's a rite of passage. Why are you challenging me? It's really bad. It's really, really bad. You see, we have a ton, like 14,000 Haitian immigrants on our border. Border Patrol is currently down there trying to get a hold of the situation, trying to rein in as many as possible. It's really, really ugly. It's a huge humanitarian crisis, of course, caused by the Biden administration. They basically invited them all, and of course they showed up. Well, a picture started floating around the internet yesterday of one of these Border Patrol guys on horseback. Should be noted, I know several Border Patrol guys. One of my best friends is a Border Patrol guy. Mounted patrol is the norm. It's just an excellent way. Horses can go places and go for longer that nothing else can. It's a great way to chase down people who are here illegally. This is standard practice for Border Patrol. But a picture starts getting floated around the internet of one of these Border Patrol guys reaching out from his horse and grabbing this Haitian immigrant. And in one of his hands are the reins of the horse. Well, somebody online, the system, whatever you want to call it, somebody decided that we need to call that a whip. Now, that's insane, right? Because remember, I can see the sky with my own two eyes. I know it's not blue, or I know it's not green. I can see the picture. The picture is right there. It's large as life. That's not a whip. Those are the reins of his horse he's hanging on to as he grabs the internet. Everybody can see it. Every single person with two eyes can look and see. So there's no way anybody would actually believe that, right? Well, no. Remember, you can make people believe absolutely anything. You see, it didn't matter that it was reins and that everybody can see the reins. The American media just decided they would ignore the statement from Border Patrol saying these are reins. They decided they would ignore what they can see from their own two eyes, and they were going to run with an outright lie.
There are alarming images from the Texas border tonight. The White House pressed on them today, calling the images horrific.
Tonight, a sea of humanity and desperation along the Texas-Mexico border that has overwhelmed the U.S. Border Patrol. A number of agents on horseback can be seen trying to keep migrants from crossing into the country, while threatening them with what appears to be horses' reins or ropes, including families like this one holding a baby when the agents get dangerously close.
Or ropes, threatening them with the reins. Oh, believe me, it wasn't isolated to CBS News. America's media and the system itself just simply decided to run with this. Nancy Pelosi herself, the Speaker of the House, the third highest ranking politician in the United States of America, jumped right on it. Remember what I told you about the system? The sky is green, how everybody would jump on board. We even have journalists making articles calling it a whip. And then we have other journalists congratulating that journalist on, well, Here's the statement, quote, Border Patrol agents on horseback cracking whips and charging into the crowd of Haitian asylum seekers in Texas, shouting at them to go back to Mexico. Strong reporting is what one journalist called it to another journalist. Today, just so you can see what I've been trying to explain to you, today, 50% of the United States of America believes Border Patrol agents are using whips on Haitian immigrants. What chance do we have against this kind of dedicated misinformation campaign? When you have to constantly seek out what the truth is. Think how misinformed you are if you're just the standard person in America. Just not a politico like you or me. You're just a standard person. You can go to work, wife, kids, come home, finally eat dinner. Let's see what's in the news. Let me just turn on CBS. Totally benign, right? The normal existence. Just turn on CBS. What's going on? Think how much you believe that absolutely isn't true. We have a crisis on our border. We can't even rein in a tiny portion of it without the system deciding to lie about it and try to shame away any border enforcement at all. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me, like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.